Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Rachel here, back again with another amazing video for Makers Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community. If you do not know who we are or what we do, basically we provide endless education, motivation, and inspiration for all die cut users out there. So if you guys have a die cutting machine, click the very first link in the description below to see how you guys can become a member. In today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down some really good, really beneficial Cricut design space terminology that you guys are going to need to know. Now, this is going to be super helpful for those of you that are just getting a Cricut because, to be honest, guys, it's kind of like a whole new language when you get a Cricut. It can be really daunting at first, especially when you kind of don't know what you're looking for as far as materials and terms and tools, because they all have a different name. They all sound kind of complicated, and we totally understand that. Today, we will just be going over the terms. So if you guys actually have more questions or you need some more education on this, we have an incredible new course over on makersgonnalearn.com that is actually free to yearly members. So if you guys want to become a yearly member for us today, you guys will be able to get access to this, instant access to be able to start your Cricut challenge today and master your Cricut in 30 days or less. This is completely 100% designed for those of you that have a Cricut that haven't even opened it yet. That's who it's for. So the very first lesson is opening your Cricut, what you get in it. There is more terminology. We're going to be going over some of the same terminology in this book today, but in this book, we actually demonstrate every term that we go over, as well as there is a deeper look into terminology, and we get to dive in and talk about terminology in Design Space. We go all through a tour in Design Space, show you all of that. There's so many amazing lessons in here. I cannot wait to share with you all some more details about the book and so on and so forth. But without further ado, we want to dive into these amazing terms for you guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to start really simple with vinyl. Now, vinyl is an adhesive-backed material, usually made of polymer. It does need transfer tape that is usually sold separately. That is what vinyl is. That is your everyday, regular adhesive vinyl. Next is HTV, which means heat transfer vinyl or iron-on. Now, heat transfer vinyl is a heat-activated, adhesive-backed material, usually made of polymer as well. Transfer paper is included in this product for most of the HTVs that we have found, which is the reason that this particular product must be cut shiny side down and mirrored. Now, guys, as I go through these terms, please know that if you have any additional questions, I can answer those in the comments, but again, there are demonstrations and much more detailed explanations of all of these terms in that Master Your Cricut 30-day challenge that is over free for yearly members on the website. So that would be amazing for you guys to go ahead and step up your game. If you do enjoy these terminologies, these terms, and you feel like you need more and you want more education like this, then that is the only way to go, is to become a yearly member and not only take this course, but to be able to gain access to where all the other amazing benefits their yearly members do gain access to, which is thousands of cut files, hundreds of fonts, other printable guides, a Facebook group, free commercial licensing, other free e-courses, and so much more. So if you guys want to take that step to become Cricut crafters, definitely become a yearly member and take that Master Your Cricut challenge, and then enjoy the membership with all of that amazing inspiration. Now, an SVG file is the most common type of cut file that you will see. We have the majority of our files on our site are SVG files. Now, an SVG file is a scalable vector image that separates into multiple editable layers. Now, vector images can be resized while remaining super crisp, super clean, no fuzzy edges, no getting blurry or anything like that. Whereas PNG files are a portable network graphic image that are made from a set of amount of pixels. And those pixels, since it is a set amount, it will distort and become grainy when enlarged too much. So that is something you guys need to take into account. This type of image is best for print and cut projects. So we do have some on our website, our membership, that are super detailed and absolutely gorgeous. And those are what we use for our print and cuts, those PNGs. They're beautiful. They can be used for a lot of different things, but because they are made from a set amount of pixels, they will get a bit grainy, a bit less clear the larger that you make those. And moving right along to a zip file. A zip file is a folder of files that has been compressed to take up less space. Files must be unzipped from the zip folder before you can import them in Design Space. So zip files are the main mode of transportation that we allow for our cut files on our membership website. So you guys will see a cut file you like, click download, and then be able to unzip that cut file, select from a PNG or SVG, and upload those into Design Space. That is how you will do that. It's super easy, and I do want to reiterate again, if you are enjoying these terms but want demonstrations, you want to know visually what they do, you want to see them in action, in that 30-day challenge we do go over all of that. Next up is transfer tape. It is an adhesive film used to transfer vinyl onto surfaces. Now you can get clear transfer tape, you can get strong transfer tape, you can get a lot less sticky transfer tape, you can get some that are masking paper. There's a lot of different types of transfer tapes. We do go over the supplies every Cricut beginner needs to know in that 30-day challenge, and that is a great resource for you guys to kind of see all the different types of transfer tape you need for certain situations. As beginners, that can be super helpful. Next up is weeding. Now we're getting into some terms about acts you will do as you're crafting. So weeding is the act of removing excess or negative vinyl from your cut design, usually with a tool. So again, there are several tools you can use. There are pin tools, there are weeder tools. We go over all of that in that 30-day challenge. But yeah, that is after your Cricut cuts out, you remove what you don't want from your design. That is what weeding is. Next, another act here is burnishing. Burnishing is the act of pushing on your vinyl to secure it to your transfer tape or to secure it to your project. We like to use a burnishing tool, which is a scraper. You can use a Cricut brand scraper, or we prefer the squeegee from 651 Vinyl. Again, that's in that 30-day challenge. That's an amazing resource for you all. Now, a blank. A lot of people will watch our videos and hear us say, the blank we're using today is a t-shirt, or for the blanks we're going to be using X, Y, and Z. So a blank is the item in which you will be applying vinyl to. That is just kind of the term for that in the Cricut world. It's kind of a universal term. So that is what blank means. Now, print and cut, sometimes called print and cut, is when an image that was printed on an inkjet printer can then be cut by the Cricut. Now, this is not an advanced thing to learn. We do go over it in the challenge. It is a fantastic thing to utilize early on. Super easy. You might think it's hard. We promise it's not. So really, you just work with Design Space, and Design Space works along with your printer, and they just kind of will just be in harmony. Your device, your printer, and your Cricut will just work in perfect sync and be able to print and cut something gorgeous for you. Along with print and cut, there are registration marks. With every print and cut project that you create, you will see them. And registration marks are black lines created on a printable image, which will be scanned by the Cricut to ensure it will cut accurately. So you will see a black box essentially around your print and cut images, and because of that, those black lines there is what the Cricut can scan and sense to be able to know where to cut properly. It's an incredible process. I love to see it. So that is what registration marks are. Next up is calibration. Now you guys might be like, oh my gosh, what is calibration? That sounds so crazy. So calibration adjusts the Cricut to scan print and cut projects more accurately. It's kind of like a maintenance thing that you can do for your Cricut. It really does help with accuracy, with print and cut, and with really all cuts too. Machine recalibration needs to be completed periodically, believe it or not. It's kind of something that's not talked about, but it really can make it or break it for your print and cut project. So it's something that you really need to think about. Now, if you guys want to see more, this is when we're going to talk a little bit more about that Master Your Cricut Challenge, because that is where you will get all of the explanations to these terms and so much more. So here is the 30-day Cricut Challenge. Now, if you open it up, you can see over here all of the days that you get. You get 30 amazing classes that you all will be able to see, and these will teach you everything you need to know about learning your Cricut. Literally, guys, when you are at the end of this 30 days, you will have mastered your Cricut. You will. And they are so easy, guys. I myself was the lead on this project, and I filmed the majority of these videos, and they are very, very beginner friendly. From opening your Cricut to how to work with heat transfer vinyl, how to work with regular vinyl, how to layer both of those. We have a lot of things about printable vinyl, how to make a stencil, where to find some Cricut blanks, really cheap, some amazing settings you need to know and you need to remember, how to calibrate your machine like we were talking about, troubleshooting tips, how to choose your first project, and more. Guys, this thing is absolutely chock full of amazing things that you guys need to know to master your Cricut. It is an amazing resource that we have worked super hard on. The entire team have worked so hard to be able to bring this to you guys and to have you all just be completely successful with your machine. So if you want to become a yearly member and be able to see these terms and so much more, because you'll be able to take all of these classes, plus guys, our yearly members, like I mentioned, they do get access to those fonts, more commercial licensing. They have some amazing e-courses. They have all the access to all of our cut file libraries, all of the backed libraries that we have, that member only Facebook group, which is just an amazing community, and so much more. So if you guys like this terminology, if you watch this video, then that means you are a beginner. And if you are a beginner, I urge you to grab your yearly membership and be able to take this amazing course in order to just master your Cricut. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you had a ton of fun and learned a lot with these amazing Cricut terms that you guys need to know as beginners. Don't forget to grab your yearly membership to be able to take advantage of the 30-day challenge. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave us a comment down below if you have any questions or concerns. Click the very first link down below to get that membership, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.